Hello, how are you? I hope you have been doing wonderfully well. So, this is the first time you are here. Welcome to my space. I hope you're doing wonderfully well. And this is a lifestyle channel. My name is Soma, and we primarily talk about motivation, positivity, and about work life balance. So today I actually thought we were going to do something different, and what I have done is over a span of the entire week I have tried to talk about how things are going for my day or what I'm planning for the day, and it's more like vlog style, and I've been trying to do it every day in the morning. So when I wake up or when I'm getting ready for work, that is the time I've mostly tried to film it. There are days I've missed, and I'll be honest about it, and when I couldn't manage, I have also filmed at night like I'm doing it today. Hey, hello, good morning. So it's very early in the morning and I'm just out of bed, so I have like really nothing, not even in my, no kajal, nothing in my eyes. So just going to be like a free flow video, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about, so nothing is scripted, nothing is planned. We'll just go through the day, rather my mornings, and see what we have to talk about. So right now I'm actually in my balcony, and this is where I come most of my mornings, and I try to start my day within nature. So I see a bit of greens because the rest of the day I'm going to just see blue lights and a lot of screens. In the evening, if you haven't checked my blog, it's steppingintopm.com, and the reason I started my blog is something very interesting, something very similar to why I'm doing YouTube, and maybe we'll talk about it also in one of these days. So the reason I started my blog, which is almost 10 years now, is because I was an intern starting out my job, and I really don't know what to look up to, whom to look up to, what we were doing. And I was working in a very small IT firm in Chicago downtown, and I had very good, I was very privileged to have a wonderful mentor and a boss, and people who would take me around, try to make me understand things. But I don't come from an IT background. So to cope up with it, what I used to do is I used to take files with me from work to home on weekends, or most of the days, of course with permission, and then read through it. And needless to say, I didn't understand a word of it. So I had to call up my friends, people who used to work in IT or have been working in IT for a while, and then ask them like terminologies, or I had to Google them up and everything. So it was a very steep learning curve for me. And while Googling or researching, I figured out there were not really a lot of blogs that talked about project management. I mean, there were, but they were so advanced level blogs that I really didn't understand much. So I thought, hey, um, one, I document what I'm learning, and second is maybe if it helps someone like me who's trying to struggle or find a way through a job and trying to learn something that they're not very acquainted with, maybe this will help. So that is how I started my blog. And then it's something I figured, I've always loved writing. I have a little bit of creative streak in me, so I just kept at it. And there have been times when I haven't blogged as much, but then I keep on coming back to it. So hey, hello, and good morning. So this is day 2. This is Tuesday, and it's not as early as yesterday because it's almost 9ish, 9:30. So I thought I'll just say hi before I leave for the day, but I think the thought for the day is being positive. I think your mood in the mornings actually dictate the mood for the rest of the day. So if you're in a really good mood, even the gravest of problems, you'll be like, I'll deal with it, no worries, and you'll be calm and you'll be much more composed than if you start the day in a bad mood and it's like, oh, nothing's working, and then even the smallest of things actually makes you very aggressive or you feel aggravated. So I think the goal for anyone when you're leaving the house, no matter how busy you are and how you feel, is to still be composed and see what you can incorporate in your morning routines. Now, yeah, I know it sounds very fancy when you see the morning routines videos and you hear about people, but yeah, when you're trying to find time for yourself, it's really difficult to say, oh, I have a morning routine which goes on for 40 minutes, an hour, and I'm all calm and composed. No, it doesn't happen with me. But I think my meditation in the morning is usually when I'm in the shower, and that's the time I take to relax for a while and be positive and think positive. And by the time I'm out of the shower and trying to get ready, I am much more composed, and I try to see a video, or sometimes I'll hear something which is much more positive, like affirmations or things that make you positive. If nothing else, then I'll just hear a jazz or a piano, um, just to put myself in the mood. This is it. I'm not much of a breakfast person, so mostly I will have a cup of coffee and then I leave for work. Smile at somebody today. Take the time to say, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Don't rush through. And at the end of the day, we are all humans. We are supposed to be connected to each other. We are not supposed to push each other off the cliff. What are we fighting for? Just take the time to be with the people you care about, people you love, and just spend the time and be grateful that you get to come home to the home you come to. It does not have to be lavish. It does not have to be a castle. It could just be a studio apartment, a single bedroom, a small corner, one seater bed in an hostel. And that's okay. And that's okay because you'll be fine. And yes, we still want more salary, bigger houses, another car. We want everything in life. But life's short and life's too fragile, I think. And if you really want to change your perspective, go stand in front of a hospital. I think 10 minutes there and you'll come back a different person. So I don't want to leave you with a negative thought, but I just wanted to bring it up to showcase that how fast our perspectives change. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of the environment you are in. So if you're always with people who are always talking about money and salary and what they're doing and the 5-star hotels they stay in, maybe that's not the only friend you want to have. You want to have people who are really humans, who connect with you, irrespective of your paycheck, irrespective of the car you drive, irrespective whether you have a car or not. Maybe you are struggling through. So you want to have friends around who will be there for you when you have nothing. Okay, so this is Wednesday and it's pretty early in the morning, but the reason I have to head out early is because there are commitments and then I have to be at work pretty early. But I just wanted to touch base and let you know that I won't be recording a lot for today because it's very, very busy, and by the time I come home, it's probably not going to be a good time to record as well. But then I'll see you tomorrow, and then let's hope we can continue with this entire thing. All right, bye. Hey, so this is actually Friday night, and if you have been watching the video, you know that I did not film on Wednesday because I was very busy. So I had recorded a very short message while I was in the cab. And Thursday, which is yesterday, I really didn't film. I rolled out my yoga mat and I'm just going to stretch for a while and try to calm down and meditate. And apart from the fact that I'm trying to incorporate as a routine, it's more because I've realized that when I am trying to when I'm more conscious of myself, when I'm more connected to me, I tend to make better decisions. Over time, I'm trying to get back to my roots, which means go back to a very basic lifestyle. And that is one of the reasons I try to keep my life minimalist, not in the sense of what I'm buying, which is also something I can talk about later because I've changed a lot of things about the way I live my life or my lifestyle. The difference so much in me when I'm much more connected to myself. And I think I am at my down when I'm not connected to myself because I really don't know what is happening. I'm more in a daze, more in an automated mode where I just go through the day. I know this is what I have to do Monday to Friday or even on the weekend, and I just do it. So for this month, what I'm trying to do again is I'm trying to get back to my connected self, which means I will write gratitude journal regularly. I will try to get up in the morning and go in the balcony and sip my first cup of water or tea or coffee and then just be there for a while, be present and be grateful for what I have. I will also stretch, do a little bit of meditation. Most of the days, sometimes in the morning, sometimes I don't get as much time, which means I have to also start getting up a little bit early. Just be more grateful, be more positive, think more positive, and every time I'm negative, I just want to snap out of it. And I really don't have any mechanism for that. I don't know if you're watching and you have tried it or you do it. I would be happy to know any tips where you go into this zone where you're not connected to yourself and you really know how to snap out of it. For me, I think there are days when I'm much more, again, much more aware of myself, that even if I get into like a not so good state of mind, I know I am not in a good state of mind, which means I will give myself the time to actually be okay, and then I'll get out of it. For anyone to change your state of mind or to get out of one state and move into another, the only way out is to go through it. I don't think there is any other way. You cannot skip it, you cannot jump through it, you cannot rush through it. You have to be aware, you have to be present, and you have to be conscious that I am not okay and I am going through this stage, which is not the state that I want to be in. But that's okay. I will go through it, I will accept my journey, and eventually I will get out of it. And I think that is more of a permanent fix, at least for me, than trying to skip through it, because it's like dieting. If you skip, you can only skip for so much period of time. After that, you will have cravings or you will go back to eating junk food. It's very simple. Thank you so much for watching, and if you really like the content, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I upload mostly on Sunday nights. All right then, thank you very much for watching.